The death of the bodyguard, Ethan Rook, and the arrival of Shelly De Killer. Welcome back, everyone! Oh! I was expecting this to go a different way. I was expecting to be like, this day and a time, blah, 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 this location. I was expecting that to happen, but instead Edgeworth's talking. Well, whatever. Welcome back either way, everyone. We're on to another part of things. And then more things are gonna happen. And then another person's gonna go get arrested, or they're gonna die, or something. I don't freaking know. A new development in this case has come to light. Under Knightley's direction, the door of the president's plane was opened. Excuse me. After the paramedics attending Mr. Rook left. Ugh. We set foot inside the plane one by one. Oh shoot, it's a dead guy, no! March 25th, 4:15 p.m., President's plane office. Now why does he have a plane in his office? I have no idea. Oh my, where would the President be? Who knows? It seems he's just behind that door. Still a coward, I see. You think he'd just show himself in front of a hitman? Not a chance! Didn't I tell you already? My purpose here is simply to investigate the case. Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, we await your examination of the body. Right. For now I have no choice, but to obey and continue the investigation. The rest is up to Detective Gumshoe. I'm counting on you. The attempted assassination of the excuse me, became the murder of a bodyguard. It looks like you could use some help, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I don't deny it, but... See, exactly. If that's the case, then it can't be helped. Just leave it to the great thief Kay Faraday. Right. So are you saying you can solve this case? I forgot, I never even actually looked at the new people, have I? Shelly De Killer, age blank, gender male, professional assassin, seems to have a connection to the victim. Horace Knightley, age 24, gender male, second in command in the president's bodyguard, seems fond of his gun, I can tell. Ethan Rook, age 35, gender male, the victim, leader of the bodyguards, died protecting the president. How unfortunate. Excuse me. My goodness. Can you tell I'm a little sleepy right now? So you're saying you can solve this case? Nope. Said with such certainty. Instead, I'll stick to the being your support. Right, let's get straight to the investigation. Yeah, let's do this. We need to buy time for the police to prepare. I'll need to draw out this investigation for as long as I can. Begin investigation, President's plane office. Alright. Well, I suppose we'll investigate some things, because why the heck not? Let's see, do you notice anything? So there were actually two people who dressed up as the assassin in the Red Hood. No. It's too early to say for sure at this moment. But there's Mr. De Killer, who's a professional assassin. And then there's Nicole, who aimed a laser pointer at the president. Ah, this is making my head spin. The reason we cannot see the truth is because something is obstructing it. I get it. If we stole that something, then we'd also be stealing truth. Well, I suppose that's one way to look at it. I suppose. About investigating. Actually, I've been studying up on investigation techniques. Oh? That sounds promising. First, examine the evidence and information that you stole. Present the stolen evidence, connect the stolen information, and a new truth will appear for you to steal. ... How was that? I worked really hard at it. You get points. For effort, I guess. I thought she was gonna be disappointed about that, but apparently not. Go figure. The investigation! I can't believe a real professional assassin asked us to investigate this case for him. I couldn't agree more. Just what is he thinking? In any case, let's continue the investigation. Let's do this for Mr. Rook's sake as well. Let's present some things, shall we? Oh my gosh. No, no. So, okay, I do have to present new evidence then. I do have to do it. Alright, I'm just gonna go to newer evidence only. Wait, come to think of it. Come to think of it, wasn't this seal? Did I even present? I don't think there was. Even a great thief has rights. For example, we have the right to choose what we want to steal. Yeah. Be quiet, Kay. My gosh. Alright, now what? I'm gonna go to you. That's what I'm gonna do. Murder suspect? No way. It ain't me. I'm just a journalist. All I wanted was a scoop. I never kill nobody. Well, you still haven't told us why you concealed the Parker from us. Well, that's because I thought y'all would get suspicious. Is that really the only reason? You gotta believe me, Mr. Prosecutor. I didn't do nothing. I won't tell you not to worry, but there's no need to be overly frightened. If you truly are innocent, I swear I will prove it. Yeah, my mentor does believe in me. For the last time, Miss Swift, I am not your mentor. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. You'll always be my second mentor. It's not quite what I meant. Well, I mean, we could always try to mean that for no reason. Or did you say anything new with the red raincoat now? Whoa! Well, I guess just in general, really. I guess the prosecutor's stern glare and his unrelenting questioning. I'm at a loss for words. I haven't even done anything yet. Huh. Does she have anything to say about anything, really? Prosecutor presents his shiny pointy badge and asks, how about a nice cold glass of water? I said no such thing. Detective adds, or would you prefer some grape juice instead, pal? What are you talking about? I'm just getting ready for the real deal. My interrogation. Prosecutors don't handle the interrogations. Well, what if they did? Guess I'll be the star of tomorrow's headlines. Don't be so hasty, Miss Swift. The truth is yet to be found. It still hasn't been decided. Journalist is truly deadlier than her pen. Beautiful assassin masquerades as reporter. From living room to dining, I'll be the talk of the town. I think those headlines are a little unlikely. Ah, so you do believe she's innocent, Edgeworth. Okay, I see how it is. I guess I might as well just do everything now if she's in this negative mood about everything. It's just you said I was the one behind them recordings. But I ain't never... Say no more, Miss Swift. I'm on your side. Yeah, you're right, I'll pipe down. I'm just a useless reporter. That's not what I meant. If you do not say a word, the evidence will speak for you. The truth is out there. All we have to do is reveal it. Mr. Prosecutor, I reckon I'm gonna use that as my next headline. Sure. Whatever cheers her up. Do it! You gotta do it right now, or else! Alright. Well, she's saying... Well, it's probably about this one, actually. But, I mean, it's not gonna be anything new, because... She's so repeating. Why would you repeat more lines? What about the pistol? Suddenly, the prosecutor points the gun at the reporter. I fear this unlucky reporter will soon find herself at the bottom of the lake. You shouldn't talk like that. Save it for when you actually get shot. When you actually get shot? What? Is getting shot like a freaking normal thing in this universe? Like, what even? If I did get shot, I reckon I wouldn't be saying much at all. I guess you have a point. Well, I mean, there's just people who survive getting shot all the time, right? Just depends on where you get shot, really, but eh. Let's see. It's an inflatable lifeboat with an oar sitting on top. Looks like it's ready to be used at any time. Hey! There's only one oar! Well, I guess you could try to paddle with your hands. I suppose. What's up, Shelly? I have high hopes for you. Please ensure you do not disappoint me. Oh, I can talk to him too. That's cool, I guess. Kinda weird. Understood. How was your investigation progressing? There is no need for concern. It is proceeding smoothly. You remember how much I detest betrayal? All too well. I thought you would, so please, don't do anything you'll regret. Ugh. I have no choice but to obey him for now. Except you kind of didn't really, because you basically... okay. Well, you're done for. This is gonna be bad. Very mad. The assassination. This is nuts. I'm being used to get an assassin onto the president's plane. If we didn't enter the plane, the investigation would have come to an end. You're not fooling anyone. I know what you're after. I believe I've already said that my only interest is in the nature of Rook's death. But what about the person who hired you to assassinate the president? Perhaps you have forgotten. I have no intent to carry out a job I deem futile. Ugh. Very well. Let's continue the investigation. Splendid. I have the utmost faith in your abilities, Mr. Prosecutor. Okay, if you say so. Shelly, John Doe. This is the first time I've seen one in person. Is that your license? I myself. You mean there's actually a license to kill? There isn't one, actually. However, if you insist. Don't worry about it. That's one truth I don't need to steal, Mr. De Killer. Even a great thief's pride is nothing before the presence of a professional killer. I suppose so. Newspaper article. You're a very bad man, Mr. Prosecutor. If it's about a job request, we can talk about it later. What's he talking about? Yeah, not to mention it was a newspaper article of the president. Like, what are you talking about, really? Is that gonna solve the case? Unlikely, but keep in mind, we're dealing with Prosecutor Edgeworth here. He must have given it a lot of thought. A lot of thought indeed. Yes, of course. I shouldn't provoke him. Nah, you should provoke him. Why not? If you could actually do that, it would be quite the thing now, wouldn't it? I think it'd be quite the thing, but what do I know? I don't know. What do you guys say about this camera? No? Ooh. Oh, man. That's wonderful. It'd be all sorts of wonderful because it is. This has no class. It's lacking in intelligence as well as refinement. Most importantly, it lacks honor. In what world can one consider a murder weapon to be honorable? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I do not share your sentiment. Do you actually believe there is? Yes, of course there is. Don't be rude, Mr. Edgeworth. Apologize to the man. Why must I apologize? Because you were very rude to him, of course. Ooh. This single piece of evidence was all it took for you to track me down. I'm impressed. This raincoat was found stuffed under the food stalls. I did not want you to mistake me for the assassin. It seems my worries were unfounded. So you also single-handedly uncovered the identity of the other red-hooded figure. After that, can you honestly tell me you can still lack faith in your deductive reasoning? The killer seems to be telling the truth. Perhaps he is. Perhaps he's not. Who's to say? But reality is, he probably is. The president is just beyond this door. This door? I'm getting a sense that it's challenging me. Okay, there's no need to feel challenged by a door. But look how big it is! All those electronic locks, it's challenging me to unlock it. Calm down and think it over. What is the purpose of a key? What is the purpose? To unlock treasure? That's right. To unlock treasure. ... Was that the right answer? Let's say it was. Why wouldn't it be? The internal and external views of the plane are being monitored by these miners. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, really for this? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. You inspect those nooks and crannies, Miles Edgeworth. You've got to do it. Is there gonna be a freaking comment for every single thing? Are you serious? Alright, what the heck, why not? These monitors show the cockpit and the aircraft's exterior. Excuse me. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. Well, I mean, that one's pretty out of place, but I don't know. These monitors show that... What? 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 That's clearly fuzz, but it's not fuzz. I don't get it. That's freaking weird, but okay, whatever. What are you? This monitor shows what's happening in this room. We got some pretty good tech. Is that so? I don't know much about these types of things. It even captures the fine lines around your eyes, Mr. Edgeworth. Oops. Wait. Oops, my bad. Those are the usual wrinkles on your forehead. Okay. Is that all you wanted to say? No, Kay, that's not usual wrinkles on his forehead. It's just a number that got plastered to his head randomly. Don't ask me why, but it just did. I felt like editing the thumbnails and put the number on his forehead for no reason, because reasons. I felt like the number in the thumbnails were kind of hard to read. So I just figured, you know what? I'm going to change that. And I didn't really know how to change it, but I came up with a brilliant idea. I figured, oh, I'll put it on the white part of the logo's fist. And I'm realizing, well, I mean, when it gets to 10 or more, that's not going to fit very well. Unless I make it really small, which I didn't really want to make it too much smaller than I already did. So I decided, heck with it, put it on his forehead, because it can fit. I doubt this will go to 100 parts, so I'll probably won't have to worry about that, so, So, yeah. That's how it is. Miles Edgeworth now has a number on his forehead, and it's gonna change every episode going forward. Okay, is that all you wanted to say? What's wrong with that being all she wanted to say? Let me do that one last. I feel like it's important. This monitor shows an external view of the airplane. He must have wanted to know exactly when and where his enemies would attack. Well, against an opponent such as myself, this is all meaningless. Eh? You mean you can sneak onto the plane without being seen by the security cameras? Yes, quite easily. How do you do it? Please teach me, Master! Okay, who are you calling Master? And what are you trying to get him to teach you? I'm sorry. It's just, as a great thief, I felt like I couldn't let this chance slip away. I'm terribly sorry, but it's against my policy to accept any students. I see. That's too bad. What do you mean, that's too bad? Well, exactly what she said. That's too bad. Really, really is too bad now. Alright, give me this one now. These monitors show the cockpit and the aircraft's exterior. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. Why not? Why is there nothing out of place? I want to know the answer to that question. Seems very suspicious to me. This monitor shows an external view of the airplane. Ugh! Wait, why? Oh my gosh. Indeed, he was a prudent man, and quite foolish as well. To think that he would use such toys to challenge Dick Killer. Master, please, teach me your strategies for avoiding security cameras. Okay, enough already. I'm sorry. Maybe next time then. There won't be a next time. So, okay, I was gonna say, is it just gonna repeat again, or... What if I go back to this one, though? Oh, okay. So it just repeats for whatever reason. Does this one do the same thing? No, it doesn't. Well, that's odd. Alright, you! What's this thing? Oh, that's the president's precious stuffed animal. I don't really get it, but it's some kind of keepsake. Don't touch it. Precious? That's unexpected. Hey, it kind of looks like there's been a break-in. Indeed, the area it stands on does look a bit unnatural. Are those glass shards underneath this stuffed animal? This unnatural empty space, perhaps. Was there another monitor here? Maybe? I mean, one of them was. It was odd. Oh, but it's off now. Security monitors displays surveillance videos of the plane and the surrounding area. One monitor is missing. Security monitors jot down while organized. Oh, geez. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy now. What do we got for logic? I have that. And I have that. Okay. Well, that's cool that we have that, I suppose. That is pretty cool. Alright, time to present some things to people. Because, oh my gosh, that's not good. There's more stuff. And now, you can't avoid it. It's the assistant's job. Being an assistant sure is hard work. I don't recall ever making you my assistant. On the other hand, being a detective seems really fun. You're so clever, Mr. Edgeworth. I also don't recall ever becoming a detective. Anyway, if you ever have a good brain and a pipe in your mouth, you're a detective, right? I'm not quite sure where you're going with this. However, think about the job description of an assistant. They carry out, organize it with them, and record information. But you do that all yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. I shouldn't have asked. Well, maybe you should have asked. Because I'm just saying, if you did ask, then you would know the truth. But do you, though? No, of course not. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Got you, Edgeworth. I got you. I beat you to the punch. So take that. Alright, what about this thing? A strange decoration based off of some strange animal staring at me with its strange eyes. A foolish fool from a foolish country doing completely foolish things. Ah! Edgeworth, I think you're copying Francisca right now, but you're doing it with a different word. Which I don't get why, but it's weird, you know. There's a lever on the statue. See it right here on its butt. That would be most unforgivable. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. That leaves the most likely. That lever most likely operates the trapdoor underneath my feet. Then that hatch is actually a pitfall trap. I hope you understand. It would be in your best interest not to pull that lever. When a killer talks about your best interests, it'd be wise to do as he says. I suppose so. Don't want to make him mad, because it's going to be a very, very bad time indeed. Alright, let me see those notes. Are these some kind of official documents? I know it's a bit rude, but let's take a peek inside. Oh my gosh, where have we seen that before? Wait, no, that's actually different. We must be able to repel any attack from the lake. President is our top priority. Undercover agents keep an eye on the audience. There seems to be a security plan. Ah, this looks like the one we found earlier in the trash can. Yes, it does. But, what's this? Something seems out of place. Well, I believe I can see what is out of place, but... Huh. I wonder. I do wonder. Wait. Yeah, that looks right. I would say that looks right. So, I mean, he's the castle, and he's still the castle. Alright, well, that's what I'm gonna say. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna deduce this. And the contradiction I'm gonna point out is this. What's this? The details of the security plans were changed. You're right. Yeah, that's right. It was changed yesterday. President's orders. Why the sudden change? Because 2 days ago, the killer attacked the president. He's disguised himself as a bodyguard. Rook was the first to notice. He had already gotten close to the president. Oh. I think they would just recognize him based off his face. I mean, come on now. Rook managed to stop him just in the nick of time. Rook grabbed his left arm and twisted it. And then he fired one bullet square into his left arm. Oh. What were you doing at that time, Mr. Knightley? I was, if I remember correctly, the first person I took out that day was you. Oops, was that a touchy subject? Shut up. So back then. Okay then, I'm sure, I guess. Your neck injury has yet to heal, and you've already forgotten. No, not you, not now. Since that day, I haven't been able to turn my head right. It sucks. To think that I would suffer an injury. Ethan Rook. You could say he was a most capable individual. Unlike this man here. Tisk. Oh my god. What's so different about me and Rook? I think I'm gonna go to sleep after this episode is done. I'm getting so freaking tired. I'm literally just like zoning out in the middle of sentences. Giving him the wrong voice even. Like, geez Louise. I believe you're about as different as a pawn and the queen. What? So you remembered Rook's name because he was highly capable? Correct. But disguised as a bodyguard, I happened to hear his name. There was no way I could forget that name. Only a select few have ever been able to injure me. So this is what the connection the killer was talking about. Security arrangements were changed, so that the killer would not be able to sneak in as a bodyguard again. Only the president's two most trusted subordinates would accompany him on the stage. In short, me and Rook. Security plans data updated in my organizer. Shows the bodyguard's positions, modified yesterday. Touch the check button for details. It appears your positions were also changed. That's true! He's now on the right side. Because I can't turn my head to the right, my position got changed to the president's left side. In other words, I was relocated to the right side of the stage. But, wait, you would have needed to look right to see... Huh? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. You can't turn right... That seems like a contradiction there, though. Because this is what it is now. So you change it to that, but he has to look to the right to see... I don't get it. He has to look to the right to be able to look at the president. And he can't turn his head right. So that seems like a contradiction right there to me. I don't get it. Sure. Let's just say that that's the fact, or something like that. Alright, what's this? That's a heavy-looking vest. The president's clothes must be made from some special fabric. Indeed. It's to protect against bullets. Wow, it even does that? Naturally. This is a bulletproof vest, after all. Bulletproof vest found on the top of the desk. A bullet was embedded in it. It was the president. Was this the president's? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Huh, so that's what it is. This is the first time I've seen one. You could have said something earlier. That really surprised me. Is it really that surprising, though? What's this? It's a collection of colorful personal security alarms. They all seem to have been used before. The president, he sure is a nice guy. He bought these security alarms to protect his wife and kids. Then why would he leave them all here? It's obvious that they're there for his own personal use. Objection! A single person can't carry that many security alarms. Because a person only has 2 hands. That objection is worth 0 points. Uh-huh. You would critique the objections there, Mr. Edgeworth. You would do that. Why would you do that? You can't critique things. Critiquing things is just me now. Is it logic time? Nah, let's not do logic right now. Probably I don't have to advance, but I don't want to advance right now. Heck with that. A sturdy life preserver rests against the table. is an essential life-saving tool. I suppose this is a precaution in case someone accidentally falls into the ocean.
The ocean, huh? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, how about we go together sometime?
If you want to go, just go by yourself.
Oh, don't be such a party pooper. Let's go visit the ocean. Think about the hot dogs and the shaved ice. It'll be delicious.
You just want to go to the ocean to eat.
I mean, what if she does? I mean, what's wrong with eating things? Did I even present this? I feel like I just did a thing and then didn't even bother. Or maybe I did. I don't know. That's what I feel like, though.
Next to the riot shield is a canary in a cage.
Oh, it's so cute. I want one to be my partner.
Partner?
Of course, they're gonna help me open locks and do other odd jobs at the crime scene. A great thief should always use nature to her advantage.
I heard a canary is being used to detect poison gas. Don't tell me.
Yes, exactly. I don't know.
2 gas masks lay on the table, ready to protect against poison gas attacks. The president seems to be quite fearful of assassinations.
So this is the rumored gas mask. It's my first time seeing the real thing.
Rumored? Among the great thieves?
No, the Jam and Ninja, the children's program. During Princess Viola's wedding ceremony, the poison-tongued ninja Saimon Kowal... Really?
Just never mind. I should stop listening to her so seriously. It never seems to pay off.
Saimon Kowal, for crying out loud. What the freaking heck even? Did I look at this one already? Yeah, I did. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and look at this guy. Or I'm gonna go just talk to Shelly De Killer, I should say. Not look at him. You know. What do you guys say about it? Nothing? Aww, why? Why do you have absolutely nothing to say about it? Alright, what about you? What do you got to say about this? Let's talk about security cameras. And you have nothing to say, so that's too bad. Alright, I think that's about everything. Oh wait, can I examine this too?
There's an assortment of protective gear, from bulletproof vests to hazmat suits.
Wow, there's even a spacesuit!
The president seems to be very protective of himself. But
what happens if he gets shot? And then gets exposed to poison gas? And on top of all that, he gets ejected into space!
He would probably wear everything that you see here.
That would be a sight to see. Sounds like it. Anyway, everyone, in the next exciting episode, I say we go ahead and examine this body. I'm gonna go to sleep. So good night, everyone. Have a nice rest of your day. I'll be awake later or something like that before episode 5 comes out, because I recorded episode 5 the same day it's meant to come out. So I'm just gonna take a nap. Actually, I'm not gonna actually go to sleep. I'll just take a nap and then I'll wake up and I'll put it together and hopefully get it out before noon. See you later, everyone. Bye.